Today, Blorp brings you wisdom from the stars on a very serious subject: how to spot a lie. Now, before we begin, Blorp must warn you, spotting a lie is not as easy as pointing dramatically and shouting, "Aha! Your left eyebrow wiggled!" That only works in cartoons, detective shows, and very suspicious school assemblies. The truth is, humans are complicated creatures. Sometimes a person looks nervous because they are lying, but sometimes they look nervous because they are tired, shy, worried, hungry, or because someone just asked them a question while they were thinking about crisps. So the first rule is this: do not judge too quickly. A lie is not always found in someone's face. It is often found in the story. When someone tells the truth, their story usually makes sense. The details connect. The order is clear. If you ask a simple question, they can explain without changing everything. But when someone is lying, the story may wobble like a jellyfish on a trampoline. They might say one thing first, then something different later. They might add too many unnecessary details as if they are decorating the lie with glitter. Or they might avoid simple questions and answer something completely different. You ask, "Did you eat the last biscuit?" They say, "That reminds me, biscuits are an important part of history." Suspicious. Another sign is when someone tries too hard to stop you asking questions. They might say, "Why don't you trust me?" or "Everyone knows I would never do that," instead of calmly explaining what happened. Now, this does not always mean they are lying, but it can mean they want to move the attention away from the facts. Blorp recommends asking calm questions, not angry questions, not scary questions, not questions while holding a dramatic lamp over someone's face, just calm ones. What happened? When did that happen? Who was there? Can you explain that part again? A truthful person may still be nervous, but the truth usually stays mostly the same. A lie often has to keep changing to survive. Another clue is when the facts do not match the evidence. If someone says, "I was nowhere near the kitchen," but they have chocolate on their fingers, crumbs on their shirt, and a biscuit-shaped smile, then Earthling logic suggests further investigation. But remember this, young detectives of Earth: being wrong is possible. Sometimes people forget things. Sometimes people explain badly. Sometimes people panic even when they are innocent. So do not use one tiny clue and decide someone is lying. Look for patterns. Look for changes. Look for missing pieces. And most importantly, look for the truth kindly. Because the goal is not to catch people and embarrass them. The goal is to understand what really happened. If you think someone is lying, stay calm. Ask questions. Listen carefully. Check the facts. And if it is serious, speak to a trusted adult instead of trying to solve everything alone. Blorp's final advice is this: a lie may be loud. A lie may be fancy. A lie may wear a tiny hat and call itself technically true, but the truth has a special strength. It does not need to dance around. It does not need to change every 5 minutes. It simply stands there, waiting to be noticed. So be curious, Earthlings. Be careful. Be kind. And never forget, if someone says, "I definitely did not eat the pudding," but they are glowing purple and holding a spoon, Blorp suspects pudding has occurred.